Hi everyone, my name is Mutiat Adebowale, founder and leadership coach at Stress Free Executives. Today I'm going to be talking about why effective listening is one of the greatest tools in team building. Usually in team building, one of the things that causes most friction is the fact that team members believe and think that they're not being heard, that their voices are not valued, their opinions are not taken and not acted upon. And this is why most team members or the team in general become, lose, not functional and just disconnected. To make sure that your team remains strong and efficient as a team leader, you must practice effective listening. You must listen to them, to understand the core of the messages that are being conveyed to you. And to do this, I'm going to share 5 tips with you today. Number 1, listen empathetically. And when you listen empathetically, you listen with the intention to understand truly, what is being conveyed to you. Also putting in perspective the feelings, the thoughts of who is conveying the message to you. You listen in a way that you want to see things from their perspective, and that means listening well to the depth of the message. Number 2, what you can do again is to acknowledge, the messages, the opinions, the suggestions, the ideas being conveyed to you. When you acknowledge this communication, ensure that you feed back to them as soon as possible, or you do the actions that's required of you as promptly. Because most of the time when messages are conveyed to team leaders, to managers, it just sits there. Nothing's been done. How do you expect them to know that you understand, or you've even heard them, or what they've said makes sense to you? So you've got to acknowledge what they've said and then act upon that as soon as possible. Number 3, match your feelings and the attitude and the thoughts of the conveyor, with yours. So for example, somebody is telling you something or even writing you an email, the tone, the mood of the message that you're going to be sending back, or that you are going to be, reciprocating with, if it's verbally, should match in terms of the energy vibration, in terms of, the mood and the feelings, that is being conveyed for you, so that they know that you are feeling what they're feeling. You understand the core and the depth of the message. For example, somebody is telling you something with excitement, so he's giving you an idea or suggestion. Even if you're not going to take it, match it back with a mirroring expression. Show them you're excited about it, and then explain to them in a very polite way why and how you will not be taking it. For example, if you're not going to be taking it, it's not like just scold them or take your face away from them. Number 4, be open-minded. Open-mindedness takes away bias, takes away judgment, takes away justification. You listen with a mind to see clearly from their own point of view, not because you want to defend yourself. So be open-minded. Open-mindedness is one of the greatest things that helps effective listening. And finally, number 5, give voice to the unheard, give voice to team members, basically. Because what happens is, for you to foster effective listening, you must give room, create the atmosphere, and make sure that everybody has a voice to communicate their messages in whatever way they want to communicate. It is because most of the people have constraints and restraints to express their feelings, to express their opinions. That is why they think, it doesn't worth it, because whatever I say, nothing's going to happen. Whatever I say, nobody's going to act upon it. So there is a feeling of not listening, a feeling of we're not valued. And this happens where definitely effective listening is not being practiced. For you as a team leader to ensure that you effectively listen, then you must create the atmosphere for them to speak and speak clearly. And I hope with these tools and tips, you'll be able to be a better listener with your team members and grow them a lot more effectively.